What's going on YouTube? Florida Man Knives here, and today I'm going to be going over my top 5 Spyderco knives of 2021. Now I know that this video might be a little bit late relative to some of the other knife channels, but I definitely still wanted to make it and show off what I have frankly just used the most out of my Spyderco knives throughout the year. So this is going to be the Spyderco Ocelot right here, which will not be making the list. However, I did carry this quite more than I expected after purchasing it, and this is definitely a grail Spyderco for me. But starting off, I'm going to be presenting my number 5, and this one right here is actually more so just a placeholder, if you will, for the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and that is because this one is the one that I've carried the least out of all of the other models, but at the moment is the only Paramilitary 2 I still own. And this is definitely one I will never sell, and I actually do plan on carrying here going forward. I have nicked it just once right there on the scales. These are Blades We Love scales, and this is of course the Spy 27 exclusive that you can only buy from Spyderco. But the Paramilitary 2 in general, there's just been so many great different variations that have been released throughout 2021. And the most recent one, actually from Blade HQ with the aluminum scales, I have yet to get my hands on, but would like to try that one out. But definitely check out some of my videos if you are curious, such as the DLTE S90V variant or the CPM S20V, or excuse me, that was the wrong steel, but you know what I'm getting at, the Knife Joy exclusive. And the CPM 20CV is what I was trying to say there. But moving on to number 4, we've got just my all-time favorite right here, the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. This is the Salt variant, which is the one I carry the most. However, I did also purchase this particular version. This one right here was very special to me because my mom is a breast cancer survivor, and part of the proceeds to the sales of this one went to a foundation for breast cancer research. And they also did this color combo in the Delica, and you can also get it without the titanium nitride coated blade. As I stated though, the Salt variant is definitely the one I use the most. I do carry it fishing still, always to the beach, but frankly it is used as a box cutter most of the time, and as you can see there is some tape residue there. So moving on to number 3, this one should be no surprise. This is of course the Knife Joy exclusive Sweesh Bowie, and man, I just still absolutely love this thing. I carry this all the time. It's just so comfortable in hand. It's definitely a little bit heavy for my standards, so I definitely don't carry this with gym shorts, but anything else, I'm always going to be throwing this in the pocket. Of course, I do have the aftermarket clip here, and just overall, I love the blue anodization, and it's starting to show some wear, as you can see, besides the initial scratches from when I dropped my Paramilitary 2 on it. And moving in at number 2, this one may or may not be a surprise to some people, but mentioning CPM 20CV earlier in the video, and here we have the Spyderco Jester. This is going to be the Knife Joker exclusive, and this, as you can see right here, actually stays on my keys at all times. And this right here is a little attachment, if you will, that just pops in and out of the key ring that I have attached to my keys, my car keys that is, and house key of course. But this is what really has been my primary box opener, package opener, Amazon box opener specifically for everything here since I've gotten it. It has definitely made me use the Dragonfly 2 quite a bit less, actually, just because this is always so accessible, and it's still razor sharp of course with that 20 CV. And I just really love the overall design of it. Sal Glosser design, so lightweight, just so minimal. It's basically, in my opinion, really similar to the Victorinox models that are just, a little bit smaller than this. This is definitely beefed up and a really great knife overall. Which leads me to my number 1 knife of 2021, and that is going to be the Spyderco Siren. This knife really has exceeded my expectations. I frankly, loved it from the start, of course. I love the design of it. I love the aesthetics with the blue G10 liners, and of course, I absolutely love the fact that Lance Clinton incorporated a fish into his signature there. But USA made, Golden, Colorado, it's definitely a factor, I think. But LC200N, you know, this is my primary fishing knife that I take on the weekends, out boating, out fishing, and I also do just carry this all the time for general EDC purposes. It's very lightweight for the size, a very large blade as well. Let me bring out the paramilitary too to compare it, in case you are not too familiar with the Siren, but you can see the cutting edge is definitely quite a bit longer, and it is quite a bit more lightweight, as I stated. The one complaint with this knife is sometimes you can depress the lock a little when you're really gripping down on it, depending on the grip you can see there, but you know, I personally always end up putting my thumb here when I'm using the knife anyways, cutting rope and things like that, and so that's really never an issue. So love the ergonomics, this very aggressive G10, but not too aggressive. It does not tear my pants up. Of course, the wire pocket clip, and this is my number one of 2021. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you have been carrying throughout the year. What is your number one knife? And also, what is your favorite of the knives in this video? I would love to hear that. And as always, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks.